talking to the ladies, right? Ladies, you're not wrong. This is what you should expect from a man of prestige. All right, these are the kind of behavior you can expect. You can plug them in on the channel if they're acting some type of way. Say, hey, you should listen to this guy. He's gonna feel hurt because again, men don't like to be their ego to be bruised in that way. Even myself, okay, that's accurate across board, right? We don't like our egos being bruised like that, but there are ways that you can press what we call that mumu button, okay, that you can bring that gently to their attention. All right. And these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. All right, welcome back. So all right, so let's talk about Kanye West really quickly. We covered Kanye West in the past few days because of all of his emotional turmoils. In that time, he's created $2 million out of thin air. He has that brand, so he can do that, and when it comes to his art work, his fashion business, he's been quite successful. We cannot take that away from Kanye, right? But when I talk about results, right, in terms of him fighting for his wife, is he really truly fighting for his wife? Is this the right way to fight for his wife? These are the results that he's creating, okay? Some people said there's nothing wrong. He loves his kids. He loves his black men love their kids. Let them fight. No, I think yes, you should fight, but you should fight skillfully. Okay, you can't fight with your emotions. You cannot afford to fight with your emotions. Okay, you can't afford to say because I love my kids, I'm an affectionate place, I gotta fight. No, don't be stupid. Okay, don't be naive. Okay, there are 2 sides that you have to look at. There's the worst case scenario side of things you have to look at, right? There's the best case scenario side of things, and there's everything in between. There are wisdom that you have to apply, right? You have to look at your moves. What are the effects of your move on the people that you love at an emotional level? All right. On the surface, it may look like, oh, you're fighting for your marriage. She should just want you and run into your arms and say, Hollywood, take me back. But if she's feeling any type of embarrassment on the inside, it's going to work against you. So the idea of him posting all over the place, a truckload of roses on Valentine's Day, I'm gonna fight for my children back. While that is cute and that's beautiful, I see where it's coming from. As a man that's passionate, a man who cares about his kids, right? It was predictable to me that it was gonna work against him, and I said that. You can go watch the other video, okay? And these are the results he's creating right now. It's gonna get worse, not especially with this type of chick. Like, this type of chick don't have to stay with him. She has options. She's a billionaire in her own right, right? She's been there, done that. She's probably has been dragged, shamed, insulted by Kanye. If he's been doing this publicly, can you imagine what he's been doing in silence, talking about Ray J tapes and stuff like that? You think she's gonna feel that as a badge of honor? Yeah, my husband is fighting for me. You think that's how that's gonna work? Think again, right? Like, listen, I get it. I want to acknowledge his intentions. He means well. Like a lot of men, you mean well, but you got to pay attention to the effect of your actions on the emotions of another human being, that person that you want back, right? That's what that brother Judah on the Lapif network meant. That's what he was trying to say. He couldn't articulate it, but he was trying to say, listen, you're loving, yes, you're loving, but from a selfish place. This is your feelings. Listen, 6 basic human needs, right? 6 basic human needs. You have certainty, variety, contribution. The same kick that we emotionally get out of contributing to other people's life, like charity and stuff like that, we still get something out of that. Let's not cap about that. So when you say you're fighting for your kids, what does that make you feel like? When you say you love God and other people just don't love God, what does that make you feel like? Do you feel a sense of security from that? as a person, or you're just gonna cap about that. This is just all about God that you've never seen. You're full of shit, like the rest of us. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. All right. So, like Kanye, right? But again, this was extremely predictable. Just 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he's creating that result. Let's read this together. Kim Kardashian is making it pretty. Shout out to Shade Room. I do pay attention to what's going on in the Shade Room because they're on top of things. Shout out to Shade Room. Kim Kardashian is making it pretty clear that she is ready to be legally single once again, and she's asking a judge to do so following the recent post that Kanye West has made on social media. According to documents obtained by TMZ_TZ, Kim, well, shout out to TMZ. Kim expresses that she wants to be divorced as soon as possible. In the document, she flat out says, "I very much desire to be divorced." She also states that she has asked Kanye to keep their divorce process private, but he has not done so. Kim continued to say Kanye has been putting a lot of misinformation regarding our private matters and co-parenting. No, it doesn't mean Kanye is lying. This is where some men miss it too, right? Oh no, you're a liar. You're a liar. No, see, one thing you need to understand that everyone's truth is different. You need to really get that through your skull. Everyone's version of truth is different. Facts are facts, but facts is also a function of recorded data. It's not a function of real-time data. Even real-time data, when it's labeled real-time data, usually we have latency, 10 seconds latency, 5 seconds latency. Like for example, you may be watching me live, but you're actually watching 5 seconds later, okay? There's no such thing as absolute truth. That's dumb. And if you move in life as a man and you always say, I just gotta say the truth, that's why you're missing it. That's why you keep creating terrible results in your relationships, because you don't leave room to the possibility that you could be off, you could be wrong. So again, when she says he's been spewing misinformation, she's saying my version of the truth is different from his version of the truth. It doesn't really, for the most part, from what I've seen in the cases I've handled, it's not because somebody is outrightly lying. It's because people have different versions of truth. It's their lens, it's what their experience is, and you really can't afford to discount that. You discount it, or you belittle it, or you diminish their experience, you extract resentment out of them. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. That's emotional intelligence that you need to start to rise. You need to start rising to that level, right? So their divorce process private, but he has not done so. He has been spreading misinformation regarding our private matters, and we're talking about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian co-parenting on social media, which has created emotional distress. Can you imagine that it has created emotional distress, right? So he's probably going to come back, but that's a lie. You have everything in the world. I give you everything in the world, right? How dare you talk about emotional distress? Yeah. It's 2022, fellas. You gotta rise to this level. Come on. You can't really get stuck on that idea of everything you say is truth because you're just seeing things from quote unquote logical standpoint. That's always going to fail you. Not in this time and age, okay? You're gonna self-destruct. You're gonna destroy the relationships you care about, just like Kanye did, okay? This is not the first time Kim has asked the judge to declare her legally single, as they work through the details of their divorce. As we previously reported, Kim first filed to become legally single last December. In her recent filing to the judge, Kim states, "While I wish our marriage would have succeeded, I have come to the realization that there is no way to," I guess she's done, okay? And just had on the millions upon millions of demonic spirits that are interwoven in this. They're public figures, right? It just gets worse. She's embarrassed, okay? To me, it's obvious. I could see that it's not that obvious to most men, but she's embarrassed. The embarrassment will take over. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. The embarrassment will take over. You're just in time, Just Jay. How you doing, lady? So you're out there in those streets yesterday. killing it, representing it. I like it. All right. So yeah, the embarrassment will take over because the embarrassment, precisely, I'm talking about the emotions of it, right? The emotions take over logic. It happens all the time. The emotions drives your life 85% of the time. You cannot afford to not approach things from that standpoint. See, that's actually the logical thing to do. Approaching things from from an emotional intelligence standpoint. All right, I see people saying, oh, women are more emotional. Like, it doesn't matter, right? We're not asking you to be emotional like women. We're asking you to be emotionally intelligent. Be aware that everything you do will be received from that standpoint of emotions 100%, even by men. When I'm talking like this, when men stop by this platform, you know what they do? They start receiving what I say as condescension. That's emotions. They stop paying attention because their feelings get hurt. This guy is just condescending. That's emotions. Even you as a man, right? All right. So we're working on things. We're adjusting. It looks like more women. Right now, the platform is showing 90% men and 10% women, but that is increasing. That's gone from like 3% to 10%. So let's be clear. We're going to be talking to, yes, men, okay, but we're also going to be talking to the ladies, right? Ladies, you're not wrong. This is what you should expect from a man of prestige. All right, these are the kind of behavior you can expect. You can plug them in on the channel. If they're acting some type of way, say, hey, you should listen to this guy. He's gonna feel hurt because, again, men don't like their ego to be bruised in that way. Even myself, okay, that's accurate across board, right? We don't like our egos being bruised like that, but there are ways that you can press what we call that mumu button, okay, that you can bring that gently to their attention. All right.